I set a stripper on fire. True story. Hello boys and girls, Threeball Josh here, and I just want to share with you a couple stories that I have involving strip clubs. Now I want to go ahead and start off by saying that I'm actually not a big fan of strip clubs, and ladies, hold your applause. The reason being is not because of the subjectification of women or whatever you feminists want to call it. For me, I think the true victims there are the guys. But guys, being who they are, don't seem to mind, so more power to them. I myself, I don't get me wrong, I love boobs just as much as the next guy, but I feel that strip clubs are too expensive, really. I mean, especially with today's technology and what we have available. If you just want to watch a girl shake her booty and jiggle her boobies and all that stuff, there's plenty of videos on YouTube that do that, and if you want something more, well, then there's plenty other stuff on the internet for that too. I've got better things to do with my money than spend, a ridiculous amount of money on just watching a girl dance half naked or sometimes even full-blown naked. But let's get to the topic on hand, and that is, I mean, one of the other reasons I don't care for strip clubs anymore is because of two instances that you just can't top. I mean, really, after these two experiences I've had, it just doesn't. Strip clubs have become boring. The first one, I'll get to the setting the stripper on fire in a minute, but the first story I'd like to tell you about, when I was stationed in Texas, we, some of the guys I was stationed with decided to get a keg for the weekend, so we was having a little kegger in the barracks and stuff like that. Somebody asked, hey, did you guys hear about the new strip club that just opened up downtown? And, a couple people have, heard about it and stuff like that. One guy had even been there. And, so everybody's asking what it's like, and apparently it was a BYOB, all nude. Which, like, then the little light popped up over everybody's heads, like, oh, let's take the keg to the strip club. So we called them up and asked, say, okay, do you guys have an issue with people, bringing a keg? I'm sure these guys never even thought of, that as being a possibility, but they said, no, go ahead, bring it. So we found a sober guy, tossed the keg in the back of his truck, and we all hauled down to the strip club. We all paid our fees to get in. Me and this other guy, carried the keg into the club. We got a table right next to the stage, fortunately, and so we're all sitting there. There's probably almost 10 of us all around this table. We got a stack of cups, the keg sitting right next to me, of course, because I always make sure I pick the good seat, you know what I'm saying? And pretty soon we're like the most popular guys there, I mean not just with everybody that's at this club. The manager came up, wanted to shake our hands for doing this. Other guys that were there came up and was like, holy hell, man, you guys brought a keg, and even the strippers were coming over and hanging out with us. And then this one stripper, who she ended up hanging out with us most of the night, and we ended up giving her some beer too, because, well, she showed us her boobies, so that's, free beer. Fair trade, in my opinion. And then she says, I'm getting hungry, who's ordering pizza? So some guy goes out of the club with a cell phone, calls up, some pizza delivery company. They bring the pie to the joint, and so we're all sitting there with a few strippers with a keg of beer and a pizza on the table. Some guy comes up and he's like, who the hell brings a keg and orders pizza to a strip club? And one of my buddies, we call him Big Country because he's a big old country boy from, Tennessee and stuff like that. He stands up, he's got this, this white t-shirt on, his white cowboy hat. He stands up and goes, we do, motherfucker. I guess it might be one of those you just had to be there things, but it was just phenomenal. I mean, and this is not a story because I may be clever, but even I couldn't make this up. Nor can I make up the next part of the story. You guys see the title there, and I'm sure that's why you guys clicked on this story, or clicked on this video, so let me get to that one. Station in Germany, right? And there's a strip club in downtown Frankfurt called Pure Platinum. And it's actually a really classy joint, you know, an actual gentleman's club, you know. Real nice, you know, layout and stuff. It's not one of those seedy, dirty places or anything like that. And all the women there were actually really nice looking, because I've been to a few that I'm sitting there, it's like, wow, even there was no prettiest one there. She's the least ugly. I mean, I've been to some raunchy places. The way it worked in Germany, or at least at Pure Platinum, was when, you know, the girls would go up on stage, do their thing, and then after they're done, they would walk around and, you know, wearing just a thong and their shoes, and give you private, you know, a quick little dance at the table for extra tips and stuff like that. And I had $1 left in my pocket. This girl comes up to me, and I'm sitting at a table enjoying a nice Dunkelweizen, delicious beer. And she comes up and gives me a quick little dance at the table and stuff like that. And then, you know, she sits down on my lap and kind of tilts her head back to look at me. And the only thing, you know, looking at me to give her $1, and the only thing I can say is, holy shit, your head's on fire. Now, what had happened was when she went to, you know, when she looked back, her hair fell down and landed in the candle that was sitting on the table. Hair being highly flammable, whoosh, you know, she just had flames going up the side of her head. So she stands up, starts beating her head like Rain Man, you know, and, you know, it was scary at the moment, but I can laugh at it now. Another dancer comes up with a glass of water, throws it in her face, puts out the fire, and rushes backstage. Meanwhile, now the entire club just reeks of burnt hair. And then, I don't know, 5 minutes later or so, the girl comes back out, you know, runs up to me. She's like, I'm alive! You know, all happy and everything like that. And, you know, and that's when I lost it. I mean, you know, I was actually, you know, very concerned about her beforehand. But when she came out like that, then I just busted up laughing. And then she goes, you know, back to the back room and everything. And my buddy and I are sitting there just laughing our butt off. Which, like, all right, dude, you can't top this. Let's go. So we started heading back to the train station, because our train was coming soon to take us back to our post. And as we're walking back, you know, I usually have a tendency to walk with my hands in my pocket, and put my hand in my pocket. I was like, you know, I felt something pull up. I still had the $1, and I felt bad, because, you know, a girl sets herself on fire. You ought to tip her, you know. Anyways, I just thought I'd share those with you. If you guys have any cool strip club stories, you know, or any cool stories, hell, I don't care, you know, share them with me. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. If I wasn't 3-Ball Josh, I'd wish I was. We do, motherfucker.